a trigger warning for murder, suicide, and transphobia. It seems to me these days, my social media timelines are filled with these triggers that I don't need to keep reading past them to know that the article in question is probably another news report detailing the death of a trans woman of color. Or maybe another suicide note left on Facebook. It's definitely another article full of misgendering and dead naming instead of properly learning how to name the dead. Zoe Spears, Brooklyn Lindsay, Kiki Fantroy. You see, I don't need to keep reading name after name after name to know that here in America in 2019, there have been 23 trans women of color murdered at a rate that not even this poem can keep up with. I've been reciting this poem 3 years, and I have to update the number in this line every time because your transphobia kills. You see, this is not a metaphor. This is a fact. While majority of cisgender folks never stop to think how they might be complicit in our deaths, guess what? Your transphobia doesn't get to be a cute, harmless pet belief you can keep safe inside your cage of bathroom bills and religion. It isn't some personal morality you get to take with yourself to the grave and pass on to your children like it's some cheap inheritance. You see, we're not just a personal preference where you get to write us off as simply not your cup of tea, because in reality, your transphobia kills. In America, we are the highest targeted demographic of hate crimes. In America, we are the most underemployed and the least housed. On television shows, we end up as dead sex workers on CSI crime shows or punchlines for men's laughter. In the justice system, Black trans women are often incarcerated or criminalized in cases when defending themselves against their attacker. This is a crime the system deems punishable by years in a men's facility, and they call it manslaughter. You see, it's no coincidence that the word manslaughter and man's laughter is spelled exactly the same way. You see, transphobia is the subtle perpetrator no one wants to talk about. The monster very few are willing to rise up to. The terror no army is enlisted to fight against. Transphobia is more dangerous than you think. It is more fatal than you believe. It is more than you are able to contain when it goes unchecked in this world. This is your trigger warning. This is a trigger warning. Your transphobia kills. Do not let your hate build a clip with bullets meant to bury into my chest. Do not let your complicity become the silencer covering the barrel of the gun. Do not let it be your finger pulling back the goddamn trigger or my body on the other side of your hand holding the smoking gun. This is your trigger warning. Your transphobia kills. This is a warning trigger. Kill your transphobia before I or someone I love becomes the one it kills next.